So today I was working on this 2014 Kia Soul, and I broke the clip on the wire that plugs into the ignition coil. The car lived its 100,000 mile life in a hot and dry climate, so it was inevitable that the plastic had become brittle and broke on first touch. Unfortunately, it'd be expensive to replace the wiring harness on this 2-liter engine, but there is a cheap solution. The solution is to buy this ignition coil wiring harness for the Hyundai Kia 1.6-liter engine. Remove the plastic connector from the wires and transplant them onto the car's existing harness. The part number is 27350-2B000 and it cost me about $20 US. I'll leave the part number in the description below to make it easier to copy and paste. First, you'll need to remove this yellow retainer. I've circled the 3 tabs that you will need to pop in order to remove it. Use a small screwdriver and gently insert it to disengage the tab on the narrow side of the connector. It's best to have a friend hold the screwdriver in place to keep the tab open. Next, take a pair of pliers to the other tab on the wide side of the connector and pull slightly, but not hard. It'll only move a little bit because there's a 3rd tab inside the housing. Use the pliers to grab onto the yellow retainer and use the screwdriver to pry up on the internal clip while pulling out the retainer. Now get a safety pin or a tiny screwdriver. Popping these tabs is the hardest part because you can't see very well inside the connector, so you'll be doing this by touch. You'll need to pop these T-shaped tabs to release the wires from the housing. If you are doing this in the engine bay, make sure you disconnected the battery first so you don't short the circuit or shock yourself. Take your time prying the tabs because they could break easily. If you can get a visual of the tabs, check that they are in the up position. If they are, pull on the wires on the back of the connector while wiggling the connector. Don't force anything. Here is a close-up of where those plastic tabs hook on to the wires. Make a note of the orientation of the wires on the existing harness. In my case, the blue wire is on the curved side of the connector and the green wire is on the clip side. The wire colors are different on the other coils. Here is the new connector with an intact plastic clip ready for installation. Now press in the wires until they click and feel secure. Reinstall the yellow retainer. Press it in until you hear the click. Now plug it back into the coil and press on the gray clip to secure it. Reconnect the battery and try it out. Now you're done.